think it's going to be pretty wise to sort of root out the feelings.
We got Big Guppy in the chat. I think he is a Chillin fan.
Yeah, I think he is a Chillin fan.
It looks like we have a lot of Chillin fans in the chat today.
Where are my toroponn fans at? Oh, we've begun.
This is exciting.
It is. It's a little bit desynced, but I think it'll be fine overall. Should smooth out over time.
So, do you have any predictions for this race, co-commentator Kaminari?
You mean these races? I think toroponn will take the first race, and I think I'm actually going to go for the dark horse pick on the second race. I think Monado's going to take it.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I have to say the same actually. I think milk is a little bit rusty. A little bit of sour milk, one might say.
You could say that. You could say that. I mean, it's anybody's game, really.
Yeah.
You never know how RNG is going to go. EYG's it's always a mixed bag. Sometimes you can get it straight away. Sometimes it might take you 2 or 3 tries.
We'll see if Milk's airstrip indicates any struggle in the future.
Yeah.
It looks like he's got that first part down still.
Yeah, it could be a very good foreshadowing.
I mean, I suppose these runners have this ingrained into their soul. Many, many hours of practicing gone into Sunshine.
Yeah, a lot of time poured into Sunshine overall. I think the community's definitely poured in hundreds of thousands of hours.
Yes, absolutely.
It's quite interesting to see the manifestation of all this time invested into one run.
Yes.
Why is some people on the English version? Yeah, that's a good question. I think Monado and LiquidChillin are running on NTSCU, and then Milk and toroponn are running on the Japanese version. There's not really much difference. The NTSCU version is slower. That's because the Japanese version has 0.4 second faster loading times when you load into the plaza from any level.
Any level?
Any level, boy.
Wow, you load into the plaza a lot over the course of 49 shines do you have to get to beat the game? Is it 49?
43 to unlock Bowser.
43, what happened? I thought it was 49.
Nah, boy, there's been some skips discovered.
Skips discovered, are we going to see those in the runs tonight?
We definitely are. I hope to see at least one of them. GBS definitely should be shown off tonight.
GBS, what's that?
Gelato Beach skip.
You can skip Gelato Beach?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's an interesting skip as well.
I'm
Not as
excited
interesting as EYG.
EYG, what's that?
Oh, it's where you skip Pinner Park episode 5 by riding a stew through invisible walls.
Wow, speedrunners are really creative with their skip finding, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really going to all different kinds of ends just to save a few minutes.
Incredible.
I know.
Brilliant, some might say.
I think I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if we don't see some of the runners go for EYG, considering you can soft lock from it, or you can lose about a minute if you fail it in a particular way.
You can lose about a minute. Wow.
Yeah, if you're riding the platform over to the Yoshi go round, and you fall off that shit, or it disappears, you're losing time.
I can't wait to see how that unfolds here tonight.
Got a lot of interesting action.
It looks like everyone's still pretty close, wouldn't you say? It's anyone's game right now.
Tied to the frame right now.
Wow.
Not really much to talk about in the cutscenes.
There's some rumblings in the chat that there's some cringe commentary. So if you're gunning for milk, can we get a so bad in the chat? And if you're gunning for Monado, post your own emote. Maybe a pirate. How about a pirate?
Yeah, let's go for
I'm
the pirate.
interested to see how the chat reacts.
Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions.
「
「
Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. 」
Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. 」
「 Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. 」
Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions.
There's a so bad right there.
Got a so bad in the chat. Got another so bad.
Oh boy. Milk's got some fans in the crowd.
I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the
There's a fourth.
this entire island.
And a fifth. Oh boy.
Wow.
Hey, there's some pirates.
Mario shall not be allowed to leave.
It looks like the left side of the stream is much more favored than the right side, huh?
Yeah, definitely, but I think overall toroponn is the best player.
We'll have to see if maybe the cheering from the crowd can help Milk to victory.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You never know how any of these players are gonna cope under the pressure.
Right.
Toroponn might lose his nerve. I mean, he's got all of that reputation to lose. Monado coming from the back. He's got nothing to lose. He can go all out here. He doesn't have to prove himself. I'm rooting for you, Monado.
I'm hoping to see some good sunshine tonight. I don't care who wins. Just a good, clean race.
A lot of my B in the chat for chilling. That's a classy vote. Yeah, this is 2 1 versus 1s.
Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
Right, we'll be heading into the plaza for the first time in a minute.
What do you have to do the first time you're in the plaza?
First time you're in the plaza, it's just cleaning up a polluted piranha. It's nothing too complicated. And then it's just a quick Shadow Mario fight, then you're straight into Bianco Hills. If anyone's wondering, you actually skip the first episode of Bianco Hills, and it's the only shine that you're intended to skip in the entire game.
Intended to skip?
Yeah, you can just go straight up onto Petey Piranha, chilling on the windmill.
Wow.
It's for advanced players only.
We'll have to see how many of them do it.
Yeah, some might opt to not go for Bianco one skip.
It looks like everyone's still pretty close.
Yeah, it's actually quite overlooked how much you can optimize the polluted piranha fights. Some
How
players
can you optimize them?
just spraying at the earliest possible time. Some players choose to just jump spam spray, which is, well, it's a pretty low risk strategy of defeating them, but some like to really get it close to the bone.
So now that you have to catch Shadow Mario, huh? What's the fastest way to get to him?
Just do a few warp slides over there. Then you can opt to do the quick kill or not. It's quite risky doing the quick kill, saves about 1 or 2 seconds. But if you fail it, you can lose over 10 potentially.
Wow.
Nobody's
I'm already starting to
struggling with
see some people break away a little bit.
Yeah, toroponn is a little bit ahead, so is Milk. Be interesting to see. Whoa! toroponn actually getting close Mario as well as early M. So he's straight in that M.
What is Monado doing?
I don't know.
Did you see that?
Took a pepper over there. Never seen that before. It's actually quite interesting. Maybe give us a bit of an insight into Monado's play style.
So, is there any maybe luck in this game?
Yeah, this game's quite filled with RNG actually.
What is RNG?
Random number generation, Kinney.
What does that mean?
It's essentially luck.
Oh, like the random number generation in the game's code to determine what kind of luck is going to happen, so it's not the same exact thing every time, huh?
Exactly.
That makes sense, huh?
It does make sense. We've got Milk and toroponn getting straight into the Petey fight, no trouble. Could be quite overwhelming if you've got the pressure of a race going on to get those windmill wall kicks right.
Hey, I noticed those spiders were all in different positions. Is that RNG in their own?
That is RNG, Kinney.
Ah, interesting.
You could even get so unlucky that the spider's just completely not there.
Completely not there.
I know. It's madness.
Boy, that must lose a lot of time.
It does. It loses a lot of time indeed. Getting a good spider can really make the difference in the early game.
A lot of time.
A lot.
Oh, Petey's swinging. Look at him.
He is. He's really going for it.
Milk got hit. Milk got hit. This is the chance to pull ahead. So it looks like we're going to be having Mr. Toro, may I say, take the first shine of the game, singing his country honor. The second shine of the game. Shoot. Okay.
Oh dear, oh dear.
The first real shine of the game, huh?
Real shine, please.
And the second shine in Bianco Hills.
Yeah, so going into Bianco 3, the first secret of the game, it's a relatively simple and straightforward secret, just holding forward the entire time actually.
Holding forward the entire time? What if something
just,
gets in the way?
Nothing will get in the way.
Wow.
It's just a few A and B presses, nothing spectacular. Oh boy, toroponn going for that wide turn, that was insane.
Airstrip shine, the realest shine we get from Average Trey, first sub 3 in the world, and 120 in the chat. He says airstrip shine is the realest shine. So I guess it's the realest actually. My apologies, chat.
I mean, just now we've actually seen some of the runners separate from each other a little bit. Toroponn already pulling ahead slightly, but I mean, a few mistakes on Bianco 4 and that lead could easily get away from him.
Oh my god, Monado's falling behind. You see that bonk?
I did see that bonk.
This could be it.
It's a shame. So we've got a toroponn fighting the third polluted piranha of the game. There's only one more polluted piranha to fight after this one, so I mean it's not an overly reused boss, but I mean come on Nintendo, think of better stuff than that. He's actually setting himself up to get travel skip right now. Travel skip is skipping the travel time between the polluted piranha fight and the Bianco M, because we actually want to go back into Bianco 5 real now. Bianco 4 rather, right now.
Wow, Monado already did that trick. He's going pretty quick. Or not Monado,
Toroponn. Yeah, so after that polluted piranha fight, it spawns you back at the like Rico shop where the Tanukis live. But entering the M before it spawns you over there just puts you straight into Bianco, so you can get on with Bianco 4. It saves about 10 seconds. Bianco 4 is actually a quite hard level to always pull off well. It's just got a lot of things that can go wrong. Miss a water slides, lose maybe a second or so, especially on that the coin in midair.
Oh my god. Toro's falling apart. You see him bonk?
Yeah, he's having a little bit of a tough time getting up there, but he got there in the end. Gotta be careful for the red spiny. Yeah, there we go. Now the first large instance of RNG in the game. It's Petey Piranha Fight 2.
What's the RNG in that shine?
Well, in the fight, Petey Piranha flies all over the village. You gotta spray him down, fill his belly with water, and ground pound him. You gotta do it 3 times.
Are you telling me they recycle another boss again?
They do, they do. It only gets worse.
Wow.
I know. Terrible game design. But as I was saying, Petey Piranha can essentially just fly wherever he wants in the village. He can like take a shorter route to his spots where you can hit him, because you can't just hit him anywhere. You've got to wait for him to fly to certain spots, then you've got to shoot him down, then fill his mouth and carry on. You can go to a variety of different spots across the village, and it's completely random where he ends up. So it could be that you get a 240 segment, which is a fantastic RNG actually, or you could get like a 215 segment, pretty lame RNG. A lot of runners do like to reset over this shine because, I mean, it's 25 seconds potentially.
Right, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal.
It's all about saving those seconds, huh?
Yeah. So, Toroponn and Milk actually getting similar patterns here for the first spot. And another part of RNG in the level is Peter Piranha, when he lands, he'll get back up and he can either fire a tornado or not. Firing a tornado loses about 2 seconds, is it?
2 or 3 seconds, I think.
Yeah, it's just a little bit more of RNG that's thrown into the mix. Some players opt in to get the 1-up in the bells. It's probably a wise decision considering it's a race.
Very smart decision. Nice. You never know how many times you're gonna die. You run out of lives, it's over, you have to start from the beginning, as no one is using a memory card during this race at all.
No, that's a good point.
Very good idea. There's actually a 1-up guide, I forget who it's made by, of images showing all the 1-ups that you can get throughout the run. Just to, you know?
Made by nobody important, I'm sure.
Yeah. Some nobody, I can't remember their name.
Yeah. So Toroponn's wrapping up with Bianco Hills 5 right now. It's actually a little bit too hectic to know which patterns all the players got. Hey, we got a Monado fan in the chat.
Say, Keminari, is this actually Chillin, like Chillin dude from Smash Brothers Melee?
It absolutely is.
Wow, he plays Melee and Speedrun Sunshine?
I know, he's a bit of a beast in that regard, huh?
A lot of gaming to do.
A lot of gaming. True gamer.
True game.
Alright, all players finished up on Bianco 5 now. Be not long until the next major element of RNG actually. But Pianta Village, well, I suppose we should talk about Gelato Beach first. Even though it's the shortest world, it's quite a reset heavy point if you fail Gelato Beach skip. It's quite an infuriating trick to learn actually, a lot of new players really do struggle with it.
Why is it infuriating?
Oh, it's just such a pain to mess up. It's so difficult to get down right. You'll see not only new players but even experienced veterans struggle with it sometimes. Happens to the best of us.
Chillin's an alpha gamer. I'm hearing in the chat he's an alpha gamer. Gamer.
Oh boy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ooh, bad luck for Toroponn, actually threw the coconut in the water there.
This is Milk's chance, he can finally get ahead. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
Well, I mean, he has to not collapse under the pressure of GBS first.
Oh my god, Milk does it. Powdered Milk takes the lead.
First try. Not a scratch on him.
Toro's falling apart here.
Yeah, Toroponn's losing it a little bit. He'll be fine though, there's the rest of the run left. He can very easily come back. Chillin straight in there as well. That was impressive.
He is an alpha gamer, as they say, Minari.
As they do say indeed. Ooh.
So tell me, why do they get Shadow Mario and just leave? Don't they need to do all the shines in a level?
Actually, that's not correct, Kenny. in order to unlock Corona Mountain, which you need to beat the game, you only have to defeat the 7 Shadow Marios in all the different worlds. So any shine skipped leading up to the Shadow Marios actually will save a very large amount of time indeed. As you'll see with EYG later, skips 1 shine in pin of 5. Saves definitely over a minute.
Wow.
I know. It's really impressive. Milk getting on with his piano early movement.
Toro just fell apart there on Gelato Beach skip, huh?
It's fine. He'll recover.
I hope so. I just want to see some good sunshine tonight.
Oh, the shots. So Milk's heading into Pianta Village. The aim of the first Shine, our episode, is to get these 3 doggies into their nice cool bath. So it's also another RNG level, but it's not quite to the same... what's the word? It's not on quite the same RNG level as Bianco 5 is.
Not as much time to lose, huh?
No, not as much time to gain either.
Just react to the different possibilities.
Yeah, pretty much there's only 2 places each one can go, but if they go in the worst spots possible, then you could easily be losing about 8 to 10 seconds. Chillin and Milk both getting the worst possible last chomplet there, which is the one that matters the most. The first 2 chomplets, it doesn't really matter where they go as long as the last guy goes down the lane on the right. But instead they both went around the cliff on the back. You notice as well, one of the main differences between the Japanese version and all the other versions is, in the Japanese version you can clean off things with the hover nozzle. So you'll see it's especially used in Pianta 1 because I mean it's the most effective place to use it.
Why would they make that change? Are the chomplets like, are they weaker, or the hover nozzle really just stronger, or more water, or more powerful water? Do we really know?
I really have no clue, Kenny. I couldn't tell you.
Alright. I was curious about that myself.
RNG. Not the best RNG, but good RNG on the last one. So that's an example of where the different chomplets can go and how much time it can save. If Monado had been playing on the Japanese version right now, that guy would have been cleaned straight off.
Oh, so I noticed that Chillin actually stopped there for a little bit before he actually touched the flagpole. Why did he get a slower time in the race?
Well, actually it doesn't matter in the end. Piantissimo always gets there at the same time. So it doesn't actually matter what time you touch the flagpole at, as long as you beat him to it. Yeah, Trey raised a good point about it being the chomplets hitboxes. It could definitely be that. I always thought it was just the Japanese version's hover nozzle, just a little bit stronger. Milk pulling off a successful damage skip on Pianta Village episode 3. The intended way to complete this level is by going under the village and going through the lake and then collecting flood. You have to go around a lot of enemies and it just takes so long, but instead you can just take damage from the winds you get from crossing the bridge and jump straight over that lava goop. Just like that he gets the shine.
I actually went under the level when I beat this as a kid. You're supposed to use the lake?
I mean, you can use the lake. There are a lot of different methods, but the intended is to go under the village. You can also climb on the huge tree on the left and spin jump straight to where flood is. It's a very punishing level to mess up. You can easily lose about 50 seconds if you die in that lava. Pianta 4 as well is our It's another episode where RNG slightly affects it, but there's only about 2 seconds difference between the best and the worst RNG. Essentially, the huge chain chomp can just go down some different paths. Got to clean him off and get him straight into this bath. As you noticed, Milk just pushed him straight in from behind. How's he done that?
You pushed him from behind?
He did. If you noticed, he grabbed the chain as the chain chomp was just about to go to the bath and turn around. Let's see if Chillin does it as well. Chillin gets it as well. That's pretty good. A lot of players struggle with it. It's got quite a nuanced timing.
Oh, Monado falling apart.
It's unfortunate.
Missed the damage boost. So now LiquidChillin has a 122 PV, correct?
Correct.
And Toro has a 118.
He does, but it's still early game.
And Chillin's ahead. So we're looking at a huge potential upset.
Well, it's still anybody's game, really.
I'm posting PogChamp in the chat for that. Milk choking a little bit too.
Yeah, Yoshi skip can be I imagine it's very easy to collapse under the pressure in a race, actually. So essentially, Yoshi skip is done here. I mean, it's kind of what it says on the tin, really. You skip getting Yoshi to spray off this yellow cheese, which can only be destroyed by Yoshi to get into the Pianta 5 secret.
That's a really strange method that I see Chillin using with the ledge grab right there.
Yeah, it's not the most commonly used one, but if it works for him, it works for him.
I think hopefully your Puff actually used that method.
I think you did, Kenny, you're right on that one. But it's interesting to note, actually. Normally you wouldn't be able to complete this episode without unlocking Yoshi first, and to unlock Yoshi you have to collect 13 shines, 3 of which are in Pinna Park, and then unlock Yoshi by completing Pinna 4. That's the only way that you could complete this shine as intended. But because we can just do Yoshi skip, we don't actually have to get Yoshi before we can complete Pianta Village. So we can just do Pianta Village first and save a lot of time on the routing as well. Pianta 5's RNG shine again. This chuckster that you see on toroponn screen, it can be in a random spot. All the chucksters on the level can be in random spots, and if he's in a certain spot, you can get him to throw you in a certain way that'll save a lot of time. Otherwise he has to walk all the way around and you have to wait for him. It's just really annoying.
I noticed that Toro actually jumped on that chuckster. Chuckster yelled at him. Wouldn't that slow him down even more because he had to turn around to yell at him also, along with stop? Like, why did he do that?
Well, at the 4 corners and also halfway up each long side edge, the chuckster can essentially stop. And he can stop for a random amount of time, but bouncing on his head will actually get him to yell at you, but then he won't stop, guaranteed.
Oh, I noticed him stop a little bit right there on Milk's screen.
Yeah, he did. He could have stopped for way longer, but Milk was fortunate in this instance. So it's sort of taking a guaranteed 1 or 2 second time loss to avoid a longer one. Pianta 6 is one of the most grinded levels for ILs, mostly because it's got an in-game timer and it's also really fun. It's a really tricky shine to get good times in.
Chillin playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah, Chillin's doing pretty well, coping really well under what we assume would be pressure. Maybe his smash days have sort of thickened his skin, held his nerve a little better.
Absolutely.
Toroponn with a 211. It's quite a decent amount of time saved back over Chillin. But it's still, as I said before, anybody's game. A lot can go wrong, a lot can go right. It's just a harsh nature of the game, really. Yeah, Chillin feels no pressure.
Can you please ask the deeper questions? I want to hear answers to the universe. Sunshine is the answer to the universe, dude.
Absolutely. So, Chillin going ahead and cleaning up the last episode of Pianta Village. Shadow Mario fight, number 7. So that's 2 Shadow Marios down, 5 to go. Then I'm not sure which runners will opt to attempt Honey Skip, since if you want to go ahead and explain what Honey Skip is, Kenny.
Alright, so Honey Skip is a skip discovered by Honey SM64, the Mario 64 player, is in his name. Chillin opting to go for it. And the way that there's a little cutscene right here where Shadow Mario sticks his tongue out, he's taunting you as he goes to pin a bark. But you can die on the same frame that you enter that cutscene. So we're going to see Chillin right here attempt to do that with a specific kind of sidestep and hovering.
Yeah, it's quite lenient actually.
The game...
So hopefully she'll get it. Yes, he got it. Very nice. Toroponn opted to not go for it. He might be regretting that decision later.
Whenever you're out of bounds, the game wants to kill you. So on some of the ground right there next to the building, very conveniently, it will kill you, and we need it to skip that cutscene. Otherwise, we'd have to find some other absurd way to die right there, maybe with fall damage. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be a little far-fetched. And probably not save time actually. The only reason we do it is because it saves time.
Not going for the cutscene. Gonna have to watch it again. So Chillin saving time on everyone right now, even though this is only 2v2s, but.
It's actually coping pretty well. Mecha can always screw you over in some pretty ridiculous ways, actually. Chillin just very slightly missing DM shot. He got the regrab as well, but also missed. It's fine, it happens. It's quite difficult to hit these rockets at such high speeds.
I'm sorry, I had to cough for a second.
It's fine, Kenny, don't worry. Ooh, just snuck the headshot in right at the end there. That was very nice. Monado also not opting to go for it, so Chillin was the only one that opted to go for it, and he actually pulled it off successfully. It's about a 10-second time save. Your boy is in the lead.
Chillin pulling away right now. He wants to take that W.
Yeah,
be the first upset of the tournament.
Could be. Still a lot of the game to go, only just getting into mid-game. If you consider Pinner and Rico to be mid-game. So most skip being performed right there. Flawlessly done actually. The game pretty much wants you to beat the Monty Mo by throwing bombs back at him, and just got to throw him back at him 3 times, then you can get in the cannon after he dies, but you can just jump straight in. Doesn't really matter. Just ignore him.
Chillin is not about to get 5-0'd here on this fine Monday night.
Definitely not. He's already fighting tooth and nail. doesn't actually matter how fast you go in the Pinner 2 secret, because there's just these cycles here. You can't make the first cycle, and even if you could, you would have to wait for the second cycle anyway. So you can sort of just chill a little bit. There's no need to go super fast.
You can be chilling, huh?
Right, chilling going into Pinner 3, excuse me. Depending on what strats he goes for, he's just going for the basic strats. Nothing wrong with that. The advanced strats are pretty difficult, and I imagine in a run scenario it wouldn't really help with the nerve. Just a lot of hovering about, really. Hover to win. Collecting all the 8 red coins around the pirate ships. Jumping off the mast as well, that was pretty impressive. Toroponn also opting to go for basic strats. An advanced twist on them, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's the old Japanese basic strat. I remember the first time I saw that on Nico video back in 2014.
It's crazy how games progressed over such a short amount of time. Milk's actually gone for the slightly more advanced strats. Has he?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he has. Getting a momentum spin off the boat saves a fair bit of time, that.
Oh, he's fell.
That's so unlucky. Such a harsh level to mess up his Pinner 3. Lose a lot of time just for a very simple mistake.
So can you explain this Pinner 4 level to me? I see Chillin's waking up some turtle looking asses.
Yeah, he's waking up these turtles posing as Yoshi eggs. Essentially you've just got to bait them all to attack you and then ground pound them on the belly. Then it kills them and lets the sunflowers come back to life, I guess. It's best to get all 5 at once, because then only one set of cutscenes plays, then you can just grab the shine straight away. But it's quite common for players to get 2 or 3 cycles. It's fine. So plays a little cutscene of the sunflowers waking up. Right, now that Yoshi's been unlocked, you can see Chillin either attempt TYG here, he could go for it in episode 3, episode 5, or he could not go for it at all. He could go for episode 2 if he really wanted to, but I don't see the point in that. 3 and 5 are so superior.
Why are they superior?
Ooh, Chillin's going for number 3. He really wants to save time. Pretty much TYG done in episode 2, it's just a lot of RNG again. You've got to wait for the purple bullet bills, but sometimes they just never come. But with the stews you can just bait them over, they're always guaranteed to be there. The difference between episode 3 and episode 5 for doing this trick is in episode 3 the stews are a lot faster, but it does make them harder to control, which I mean, it's got its pros and cons, really.
So I noticed Chillin, he kind of stored the fruit by jumping off Yoshi right as he was eating it, but Toro's not doing that. What's going on?
It's because of LiquidChillin being on the NTSCU version of the game, and Toroponn being on the Japanese version. Essentially on all versions but the Japanese versions, you can actually store a fruit on Yoshi's tongue by eating it and then dismounting it. Dismounting Yoshi while the fruit is still in the air. And that will let you eat the fruit at any time, just by pressing B while you're on Yoshi.
at any part of the level, even if the fruit is way on the other side?
Absolutely.
Wow. So that's pretty useful for the skip.
Yeah, it's very useful. It only saves about 2 or 3 seconds, but it just makes it so much more convenient.
Right.
Toroponn and Chillin making easy work of EYG. It's not uncommon to see a lot of spaghetti happening on this level, but both make absolute easy work of it. It's actually insanely close on the top race. Milk's also heading straight over to that Yoshi go around.
You can actually soft lock the game if you sidestep off Yoshi into the abyss here that you're flying over the platform. So this is one of the very crucial moments of the race, one of the points of the race where memory card would be really valuable.
Seems no one's going to need it so far though. It's a good decision overall to not use the memory card. Players feeling confident in it showing.
P.S. Toro, I ain't done yet.
Chillin's playing astoundingly for his skill level right now.
Is he on PB pace right now?
I'm not sure about the pace, but it certainly could be. That's another Shadow Mario down just like that. Pinner's a fairly short world since you skip one of the shines, but it's the most difficult in a lot of players' eyes. So it's a kind of double-edged sword. Doesn't last the longest, but it's the most difficult. Now heading into perhaps the easiest of the worlds, Rico. There's not much RNG or really difficult movement or strats to be done in Rico. It's just sort of an auto-scroller for some advanced players. Some newer players can struggle, especially on the secret, but I'm sure these players will make easy work of it.
I noticed Monado just exited area. I don't know what that was about. Did you catch that?
I don't know if he entered the wrong episode or he messed up somewhere.
I think he entered the wrong episode. I'm not
Quite
sure he knows how to do it on episode 5.
Yeah, well...
If you enter 5, it's faster to just do it, as opposed to exiting area.
I was about to say it's quite interesting that he did choose to exit area instead of just going for it. That's why it feels comfortable, you know? So you've seen Koopa Blooper. He's a boss that you'll see again in Rico. Then you would usually see him later in Noki in episode 2, but we do a cool little skip involving a spring. Just skip straight to the shine and not have to fight the boss. Just gotta cleanly go off his face, pull his mouth or nose back. Not sure if it is his mouth or nose.
Monano's struggling right now.
Yeah, he's struggling with these finicky stews. Really pesky bees they are. Ooh, he's clipped into the park. Hey, there he goes. There we go. I wonder if Chillin's going to opt to do blooperless movement in episode 2 of Rico. It's normally something a slightly more advanced player would go for, but maybe he'll do it. He seems to be playing very confidently.
Oh, he's playing it safe.
Straight for the blooper. It's probably a wise choice.
Yeah, Toro's going for the other way.
Yeah, Toro's feeling extra confident.
He needs to do some riskier strats to come back, so...
Yeah, that is a very good point. So, you're seeing on Chillin's screen the intended way to do the shine, or intended way to get into the shine, should I say. Now on Toropon's screen you're seeing the fast way. You just water slide off that cliff, Y-turn, hover straight into the loading zone for the hidden area. Toroponn also not opting to go for blooperless movement here. It's something that's very easy to mess up, losing a few seconds there, sort of loses time overall versus going for the very safe blooper strats. So as you can see, he sort of just jumped over a big wall instead of going around the whole course. That's because there's only a few checkpoints that you actually have to cross for the shine to spawn. So we just go straight through those using the regular blooper method instead of actually going around the full course. It's very easy.
Monado just finishing up Pinna. Lagging behind everyone right now. He's got to get back into it, do some harder strats.
Yeah, I believe in him.
More mistakes.
Milk showing us the blooperless movement. It's a really difficult movement to pull off actually, especially for someone at Milk's level, but it'll be worth it in the long run for him if he keeps going for it. Something that can save a little bit of time, but it's not exactly necessary. Chillin and Toroponn neck and neck right now. This is actually a really good race. Chillin only slightly ahead. It's anybody's game still. RNG can be a very big factor in this. Any slight hiccups in the Rico 4 secret could prove fail for either player. I assume both players will go for the can't remember what colour peg it is at the end actually.
The Spyro strats, legendary Spyro strats. Maybe Toro will go for those, really close the gap. He's coming right up on Chillin right now.
I'm not sure. Toroponn seems like the kind of player who values consistency over speed and inconsistency.
See you right now.
Following in Leviton's footsteps in a sense. Not always going for the fastest strats, but he's very consistent at what he does. So it pays off in that regard.
He's really closing the gap here.
This is insanely fun to watch. Milk's actually not too far behind either. Even though it's a separate race. But still interesting to see. Rico 5 back fighting the Gooper Blooper again, this time on a helipad. Ooh.
Milk almost saved that.
Almost, Milk, almost. I wonder if Milk dies here.
Chillin and Toro basically in sync right now.
They actually are, this is crazy. Toroponn point slightly ahead, but RNG, as I've said 1,000 times, very easily separate them a little bit. I'm really impressed by Chillin right now actually. I think he's punching well above his rate.
Yeah, I think he might be on PV pace. I'm not sure though.
That'd
Doing
be
really,
fantastic
really
if it
well.
was.
Pressure helping him out.
Maybe he thrives under pressure, maybe he needs it more often. So Milk was the only player who opted to go for the blooperless strats. Actually might have bitten him in the butt a little bit there, as he did lose some time over doing the regular blooper strats. Milk's playing it really safe with the lives as well, he's got 7 lives. That's crazy.
Green is the slowest one, right? Yeah, so with the bloopers right here, if you hold forward, they're all the same speed. But green is actually going to turn the best, so you can take the tightest turns around everything.
Yeah, it's also if you find that you're going to crash into something, then you can just let the control stick go back to neutral, and then you won't die when you crash into stuff. But with the yellow and pink bloopers, you're always going to crash into stuff if you're holding neutral. It's another perk to use the green blooper. Yeah, if you hold forward, a common way of controlling the blooper is just using the camera. So because you're always holding forward, when you press left or right on the C stick, it'll just always move you in the opposite direction because the camera's inverted. It's quite an easy way to control the blooper. Toroponn and Chillin going into Rico 7 now, cleaning up Shadow Mario again. Easiest Shadow Mario in the game. It's pretty much just hold forward and spray. Kill him at the top of this little bridge here. And that's the 4th completed world.
You see Chillin kind of jump to adjust his angle ever so perfectly inside there. He's scared.
Yeah, that was funny. I mean, it's a painful level to mess up. If you bonk on Shadow Mario, if you're not careful, you can easily climb up on the rafters. I'll lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
But probably best for him to play it as safe as possible there. Now, returning back to Bianco Village, we actually left Bianco Village after episode 5 to move on with the game because there's a little event cutscenes in Delfino Plaza to like show you what's happening, like if Shadow Mario's got a turbo nozzle or if there's a polluted piranha plant to fight. But clearing those cutscenes actually saves time overall because each time those cutscenes play, it's about 3 extra seconds that you have to wait, like just watching them before you can skip them. So it saves time overall to leave Bianco early and return to it, as opposed to just completing it straight away. Though you will see some players opt to go for the German route, which is to essentially do Bianco 6 early in the run, straight after Bianco 5. So loses 3 seconds guaranteed, but since Bianco 6 is quite an intimidating shine, ooh, Toroponn makes it over. That was impressive. Yeah, since
What is it
Bianco
called,
6
the German route?
I actually have no clue. Do you,
I have a clue actually.
A bit of SMS history.
360 Chrism and Hidden Power are the only ones to use that route for a little bit of time. They're scared of Bianco 6 apparently, and it was nicknamed the German route ever since, as they're both from Germany.
Right, that makes a lot of sense actually. So it's a guaranteed 3-second time loss, but lets you clear out a difficult shine earlier in the run. This could be an extremely intimidating shine if you're on good pace, like Chillin is here. See him opt to go for slightly safer strats.
Really safe. If you're a beginner at this game, spin jump dive, ground pound, or side flip dive, ground pound, it's going to be really, really safe and really, really broken in pretty much every secret. You're in the air for a bunch of time. You really have time to react to what's going on.
Absolutely.
When you ground pound, you land safely and you know you're going to be able to just get right up and walk again.
Yeah, it's a pretty surefire way to just get straight through the secrets without any issues. So,
That's how you can tell someone's nervous also. I imagine Chillin is right now.
Yeah, maybe he's showing a little bit of nerve, but I'm sure he'll be fine. Cracking on quite well. Now, clear up the next Shadow Mario, which will be the 5th, and there's only 2 worlds left to go. Serena Beach and Noki Bay. Ooh, Chillin's actually really lucky he didn't get a Super Bonk on Shadow Mario there. Because a regular bonk only costs you about 2 seconds, maybe just 1. If you bonk on Shadow Mario, Mario will actually lie on the ground for like a few seconds extra. So it's quite painful to bonk on him, especially when you're doing.
Did Monado just die?
He did, yeah. Died on Rico 6.
Awkward.
Really unfortunate.
Yeah. There's some question in the chat. Anyone currently running TE he means the any percent for world record, is that category mostly dead? Right now, there are certain people trying to build up to world record.
Tarek is not competing for world record.
But as of right now, nobody who's really in that highest echelon of skill could get it, or is attempting for it anyway.
Yeah, the second and third best players that are active and haven't retired are Nanashi and Yamata. They're both a little way away from Dide in regards of skill, but I'm sure they could take world record.
Are they attempting right now, actively?
Nanashi's active, he's just all pottering about, messing around with world records in 96 and 79, but Yamata's been a little quiet lately. I think 120 might have broken him down a little bit. Yeah, Nanashi is, I think he might be going for it. He's been playing 80% a little bit recently. He recently got a PB like 0.8 or something stupid. But yeah, I think he would like to go for it. Seems that way anyway. Nanashi's a beast right now in the community. Just shooting everyone down left, right and centre. Pure speed bully. So the Manta's been cleared up for toroponn. Tuna's having a little bit of trouble finding the larger ones. So essentially, each time you like spray the Manta enough to split him, he'll split, and he'll split smaller and smaller and smaller. You just essentially have to split all the big ones until at the smallest form, and then they'll all start to come towards you. So it's not only in your best interest to split them all as early as possible to keep them grouped together, but also to let the Mantas start coming closer to you earlier. It's a really infuriating shine. It's not uncommon to lose a lot of time to one's gold here. Milk actually almost getting a really good Manta here. Could have really been onto something there. That was quite a shame that he didn't get that last guy. Yeah, it was just that one last guy left. That was quite a shame that he didn't get it. Toroponn entering Serena 2. It's another secret level. Pulling off the boo bounce, but didn't quite get the wall kicks afterwards. That's a shame. Serena 2's one of the more punishing secrets to mess up, especially at the end. There's a momentum spin jump right at the end on a cog, which pretty much in this game, if you roll out onto a slow, Mario will be running at a really fast speed. I actually have no clue why. Maybe you can give us insight, Kenny, if you know?
Beats me. I know that the slope has to be it has to be a particular gradient to work.
Yeah, it has to be a certain angle.
And it also can't be steps. Steps won't work.
That's right.
It has to be a slope.
You'll see it on if you go on
Toro just got it.
Try it yourself. You can just roll out onto a rooftop when you're building in the plaza, and you'll be running really fast. Essentially, when you do a spin jump, while you've got that momentum, you can get really far. Gives a lot of speed and a lot of distance. So you can jump from the spinning cog to the sand pyramid at the end a lot earlier than you usually would be able to. I doubt Chillin will go for it here. I think it's a little bit out of his league, but could prove me wrong. Could really shut me up here.
Doesn't look like it. Yeah.
It's a shame.
That would have been crazy if he went for it with the camera still to the side. Really trying to show us up. But no.
I would have liked to see him go for it. I think he is capable.
Definitely.
So we'll see another momentum spin in a Serena 4 on the end, maybe, if any of the runners are brave enough to go for it. You saw Toroponn there just really blasting through Serena 3. Get the banana there. Usually you'd have to go around like a maze of the hotel rooms, figuring out stuff, getting Yoshi a pineapple, then breaking through the roof into the shine room, but you can just throw the banana while you're up there, and it pushes you through the glass panes and you're straight into the shine room.
What's that trick called?
It's called banana clip.
Banana clip. I've heard it been called the banana split. Oh, Milk dying in Serena too.
Yeah, that's a little
He'll
bit
be
of a
punished
shame.
by this brutal secret.
He's got plenty of lives though, so I doubt he's sweating. 8 lives, that's insane. He must have really gone out of his way for some of those. Toroponn going into another secret. Serena's got 2 secrets in episode 2 and 4. So both really short secrets actually. Ooh.
Oh, you see that? There's actually 2 layers that you need to go past. The curtain and then the these kind of
Flippy
puzzle
panels.
flippy panels, yeah. And he only dove past one of those layers, so he had to go back out.
Yeah, so usually in Serena 4 you'd have to go through all the slot machine mini games. You'd have to do one on the left, one on the right, and on completing those you unlock this like flippy panel mini game. It's just a lot of RNG because each time you spray it's pretty much random if you beat the puzzle or not. But using casino skip, it's like, as you saw, you can sort of put yourself up on that little wall kick off, and grab onto the top of the like display. And you can just sidestep straight through, dive, and you're in the pipe.
Very convenient. Very lucky that was found, because that
It
was
is.
a giant pain.
That would I actually think this game would not be nearly as popular if this wasn't known. So thankful that it is. So Toroponn going into King Boo right now. It's another RNG shine. So we've had Bianco 5, Yanta 5, Serena 1, and now the 4th major RNG shine is Serena 5. So pretty much King Boo owns this slot machine, and each time you spray him he can either give you fruit or he can not give you fruit. You want him to give you fruits every time, because then you can get to throw a pepper at his tongue, which will make him go into some fiery panic, and then you can throw a fruit on him to cool him off. You'd need to do that 3 times to beat him to spawn the shine, but sometimes he can not give you fruit when you want him to. So we'll see him give Toroponn fruit straight away. So he throws the pepper on his tongue, and then the papaya. So after this, after each fruit cycle, King Boo is always guaranteed to give you a non-fruit cycle. So you have to wait for whatever he's going to spit out to spawn, and then you walk underneath him to cancel it. So Toroponn pulled it off successfully, and now, if Toroponn's lucky, King Boo will give him fruit again, which he does. So you basically have to rinse and repeat until you've thrown the fruits at King Boo 3 times. It's really, really... Ooh. So just making my skin crawl thinking about it, going into this shine on good pace. You're just really praying for good luck. There's nothing else you can do but pray. I mean, you can execute well with what he gives you, but you really do just have to pray. Toroponn gets perfect RNG here, that's actually phenomenal. So getting the ghost grab, that was interesting. So no extra cycles for Toroponn. That's certainly going to help put him further into the lead. Chillin. Did he already get a fruit cycle? I didn't quite catch it.
Yeah, he did.
Alright, that's good. So now maybe he'll get a fruit cycle again? Yes. So Toropon's moving on to Serena Beach episode 6, which is very different in the versions of the game. In the NTSC-J version, the Japanese version, you have to clean roughly 99% of the goop off of the beach. And there's also invisible goop, which is pretty much goop without a texture. You can only see it by sort of little lightning coming off the ground.
He just got shocked by it right as you started talking about it. Visible goop, man. But
Yeah,
it's still worth it because of loads. All these loads, all these 0.4s, every time you're reloading Delfino add up to make it worth it. Even with the slower
in the Japanese version, it takes a little bit longer. You have to clean more of the goop, but in all the other versions, you only have to clean about 95%. It's not actually 99 and 95%, they're just sort of the numbers we use as an example to display the differences. So you save time, well, you typically save time in the other versions of the game that aren't Japanese version, but in the Japanese version you do save on those 0.4 second loads over the entire course of the run. So it does end up being about the same speed.
Chillin' still a fan favorite here. Someone in the chat remarks, because Chillin' is winning in our hearts. Even behind. Fans still believe in him.
Well, he's not a terrific deal behind. If he keeps his cool, he can still come back and maybe.
And depending on how good he is, here on the NTSCU version, he can save a bit of time.
Yeah, you can of course save a little bit of time because of what I mentioned just a second ago. Toroponn cleaning up the Serena Beach Shadow Mario insanely fast there, almost getting him completely on the Darkwood. So now Toroponn's going to be heading into the last world of the game, which is Noki Bay. It's probably the second hardest world in most runners' opinion because the movement on some of the shines is just crazy. You can really distinguish a good runner and a bad runner just by how they move in Noki. Some strats that save more time over others. Chillin' actually struggling on Serena 5, even though he's on the NTSCU version. It's quite interesting.
So, can Chillin' rely on maybe some Noki RNG to bring him back, or are we going to see much of that in Noki Bay?
Well, Noki Bay is not really a world known for its RNG. The only real RNG I can think of is actually the Goomies on Noki 1. If they spawn under here, it can mess you up a little bit, but apart from that, Noki's not really an RNG world. It's very skill-based world. Very rewarding.
Chillin' might have to rely on Toro making a mistake, huh?
Yeah, that's another thing about Noki is mistakes tend to cost you a lot of time usually. So you're scaling these huge cliffs on the side of the level. So if you put 1 foot wrong, you're falling all the way down. Loses a lot of time. Ooh, Chillin' Shadow Mario almost makes it up the stairs, but Chillin' had something to say about it. No Corso coming to the end of Serena 6. Monado will be heading into King Boo now. So hope he gets some good RNG like the rest of the runners.
Is Chillin' getting stuck under there? You see that?
I think he might be getting a little nervous right now. I don't know if he's on PB pace or not. I assume he is. He's playing pretty well. So Toropon's doing the spring clip I was talking about earlier. Normally you would have to go fight the Gooper Blooper again. Ooh, cuts it really close there. I thought he was going to go underneath the room actually. That could have been a disaster for Toroponn, but disaster averted. So you make a really quick work of that shine. As I said, you usually would have to go fight the Gooper Blooper again, pull his nose, and then you gain access to the shine room, but you can just jump straight in. It doesn't really... yeah, it just doesn't really. Ah, Monado. Is he getting unlucky? I didn't see if he got a fruit cycle or not.
I wasn't paying attention either.
Toroponn going into the red coins in the water bottle level. It's pretty much just a crash course for using the underwater hover nozzle. Getting used to the underwater controls for the upcoming eel fight. Which, it's a shine not many new players like to learn. It's just so frustrating to get down right, but once you do start to get it down right, it sort of becomes second nature to make quick work of it.
So one day I was actually having a conversation with Average Trey, and I said, "Trey, you look nice today," and he said, "Thanks." And then after that I said, "What do you think is the most overground level in SMS?" And he said, "Pianta 6." And I said, "What do you think is the most undergrinded level in SMS?" And he said Noki 3 is the most left on level among all runners.
I would say it absolutely is. I completely agree with that.
So if you're a new runner, really practice this up, impress Average Trey.
See if Chillin gets into the room successfully. Ooh, just makes it by the skin of his teeth. Milk and Chillin perfectly one shine ahead. Chillin ahead of Milk. Yeah, Noki 3 is definitely not free. You can lose some time on that if you just make a few silly mistakes. Ooh. Monado's getting teased by that pepper. He doesn't want to walk under King Boo and cancel the fruit cycle. That'd seriously be a disaster. And then the second pepper hits him after that. Oh dear.
So there's actually a strategy in Noki 3 that we were discussing in the Bald SMS Discord. And I'll point it out as Chillin gets to it for any new kid. Or just for anyone who hasn't heard of this strat before.
Toroponn cleaning up the eel pretty easily. Let's see if he gets cutscene skip here in a second. Right, so Toroponn got cutscene skip. Cutscene skip? Well, when you clean off the 8th tooth of the eel, the little cutscene plays.
Right here.
Go ahead.
That little house right there, if you notice Chillin, it's kind of a house where red coin is. There's a hut, I don't know what you want to call it, but you actually want to hold neutral on the control stick and not forward and then back. You want to go forward and then neutral and then back. It'll make Mario stop instantly on the ground. And you can get out of the hut faster.
That's actually something I never knew.
But
that would always be better to hold straight back and reduce the speed as much as possible, but I guess not.
You want to go neutral then back.
That's interesting, actually.
That's information you can hear about in the Bald SMS tour.
But as I was saying about eel, cutscene skip is performed by taking damage roughly at the same time as you clean the 8th tooth of the eel. Normally your little cutscene plays where the eel spits out a load of coins in a love heart shape and just thanks you for cleaning its teeth. Flood says, always remember to clean your teeth. But we skip that because it's slow. The cutscene still kind of plays, but you can just move in it so you can get close to the shine. Normally it takes about 10-15 seconds to fall to the shine, but if you get cutscene skip by taking damage as you clean the 8th tooth, then you can just float straight down and then the shine will land straight on your head. Toroponn on another Piantissimo level. Didn't matter how fast he got there because Piantissimo always takes the same amount of time. So just sort of mess around as you want. You set up a little Y cam storage thing. Just lets you direct yourself to the shine faster. Shouldn't get any in there, that's really unfortunate. If they'll choose you up and spit you out, it loses a fair bit of time. It's really not a nice thing. So frustrating if it happens.
Especially with all those dirty teeth. Feel
Yeah.
quite disgusting.
Ooh, narrowly avoids getting eaten a second time. Yeah, and once you get eaten, he's kind of messed up on the whole going up and down thing.
Noki 6 regarded by Samurai Man, one of the greatest players of SMS, to be the hardest level of the game. You'll see Toro attempt it right now.
If you die near the top by falling, it's going to lose you a lot of time. Since it's right at the end of the run and it's pretty difficult to shine, a lot of players will lose their nerve here and choke, essentially. If you're on PB pace, even by 20 seconds, coming into this shine, there's absolutely no guarantee unless you're a real hardened veteran that you're coming out with that time still saved. Toroponn making really easy work with it actually, that was impressive. Yep. Opted to go for a slightly safer strat, not jumping straight onto the rotating log after the ramp, but works for him, so not a problem at all. Now Toroponn's going into the very last Shadow Mario of the game. It'll be straight into Corona Mountain. Chillin's life bar was pink there for a second as well. That's not something you see every day at all. Alright.
So at this point, all that Chillin can do is cross his fingers and say a little prayer and hope that Toro makes major mistakes in Corona, and hope that his fans cheer him on in the chat maybe to give him a little morality boost.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to have to pray for some insane mistakes by Toroponn here. Though, I suppose Corona Mountain is probably one of the worst levels to die on, considering if you die at the end doing speedboat, then that's definitely a lot of time lost, because you don't like spawn back on the platform where the boat is, you have to do the whole level again. Toroponn's...
Getting scared. He's getting scared, dude.
He's a little bit flustered, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, let's check in at where Milk and Monado are at. Milk's going into Noki 6, Monado's going into Noki 3. Let's actually see how well Milk copes here. He could be feeling the pressure. I'm not sure he is with all those 8 lives, but maybe he's feeling it a little bit. Might thrive under the pressure and really own the level. Oh, that chili emote's fantastic. Oh, that's so good. Right, Toroponn getting into the Bowser fight, no issue.
All those hours in his life leading up to this, going against the legendary Chillin Dude 829. His mind racing with every possibility, with every ground pound of this Bowser fight.
Heart rate increases by 20 BPM each ground pound.
He knows that this is it. he hasn't seen the dot done yet by Chillin. Could be nervous.
The timer ends on the last ground pound of this Bowser fight. You have to ground pound all 5 panels to completely ruin his hot tub.
Is this it?
Coming up on the last one.
Boom!
Skadoosh!
Toro wins.
Toroponn is our victor for the first race. Chillin's fought very well actually. I think he's coped really well. Ooh, actually going for blue cycle there as opposed to going on top. I didn't think he would be bold enough to go for that. Milk's also cleared up the final episode of Noki, so he'll be going into Corona shortly. Strong Japan. Waving the Japanese flag high and proud. But that was actually a really good race. I was surprised it stayed so close for so long actually.
Yeah. Toro kept its composure and it paid off.
Yeah, he did. Monado's not sliding against a wall yet because you only do that when you spawn the shine. The sliding down the wall thing is only you only do it after the shine spawn, so you can fall to it faster. But you are right in a sense.
And Chillin a little bit flustered here. Maybe he saw the dot done.
Yeah, the Shadow Mario's getting away from him.
Pulling the calf.
There he is. Monado wants to be careful to not die here. If he takes tooth damage, it could be dangerous. He's still going for it. Ooh. He needs to get a coin real quick. Ooh, just in the nick of time. If you only have 1 health left there, when the cutscene would end, Mario takes 1 damage. So if you've only got 1 health, you die. It was actually really, really fortunate for him that he got that coin in time. Coming to the end of this second race also in a second. We'll still watch and cheer on for Monado.
Chillin. Dying in Corona.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for him. I'm pretty sure Chillin was on PB pace for quite a lot of this run.
Yeah.
Ooh. How many lives does Chillin have?
I'll have to be careful of that now.
He was the only one to do honey skip as well, so that cancelled out the life he got from Bianco.
The bells. Yeah.
Yeah. He's fine though, he's got 4 left, and congratulations to Milk.
So now I believe there will be post-game interviews. Chillin again. We can get a post-game interview for Milk.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see what he has to say about the run.
I don't know if we're interviewing winners, losers, both. Yeah,
I'm
but
not sure actually.
we'll see if we can get Milk in here. I don't know if we'll do that after Monado finishes up.
Yeah, we'll wait for Monado. Show a little bit of respect. Still fought valiantly this entire way.
Absolutely.
Had a
Not
bit of
giving
trouble
up.
with EYG.
Very respectable to finish the race.
It is. Could have easily thrown in the towel and just thought, ah, I'm not doing this. But he's stuck with it all the way. Nothing but respect. Chilling bossing speedboat and all. Whoa. Ooh. Jumped off a little bit early. Thought I was going to end in a disaster. Really good movement from Monado right now, actually. Oh, it's a shame he dropped the spin. That was incredible movement just there. I'm interested to see what strats Monado goes for here. Ah, the finicky row. Really have to be a true veteran of the game to understand the ropes to any kind of level.
Yeah.
Ooh, taking a big fall.
Still alive.
Saved it though. He's still in this. I don't know how many lives he has, don't know how many he's lost. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Chilling, taking care of Bowser right now. Smashing up his hot tub. The goo that's flying around there can actually spill over the edges when you ground pound one of the panels. And if you get hit by those, sometimes it can just knock you off and kill you. It's really, really annoying if that happens, especially when you're on good pace.
Yeah. Monado bonking everywhere right now.
Yeah, it's a shame. And congratulations, Chillin, for completing the race. Oh, Monado.
Monado.
So unfortunate.
How many lives is he at, man? Is he gonna be able to finish
Not
this?
sure. I hope so.
Zero, dude. Oh my gosh. Monado. Monado. Come on, dude. Don't die. Oh my god.
Oh.
Did he save? Did he say? I don't think he wanted to finish anymore.
Oh, that's a shame. Still, valiant attempt. It's a little bit of a shame he couldn't finish, but still respectable. So, I think that's everyone finished.
You want to get Milk in here for the post-game interview?
I wouldn't mind if he's got some things to say about his run.
I will fetch him.
I think we should all get some smiley faces in the chat for Monado.
I can back that up.
Show him some respect.
So I'm gonna also do a Frank Grizzly. I didn't know you had numbers, Kami. Huh.
So, Milk,
Yeah.
Hey.
tell me how you felt winning that race. Were you nervous?
On Yoshi's skip, that was about it. Yoshi's skip was pretty bad. I would have gotten like a significantly better time, I think, if that Yoshi skip didn't happen.
I noticed.
Yeah, I lost 2 minutes. I would have got a 121.
I noticed you sidestep Milk. Why did you use sidestep?
Because me and Stelzig are the only fast people that play Super Mario Sunshine. The only surviving members of the original strat.
You ever seen Huffle Your Puff method?
Yeah, it's not as good because it's slower, but normally I don't miss it. I won't lie to you. I had some sick nerves. I was like actually really hoping to like win the 4x4, but I did not. I did not. Cause I was doing good. I was in the beginning at first, right? I think so.
Yeah.
I was in the beginning. I was at first in the beginning, but yeah, sad. Sad. How did you feel about this race? Who did you want to win, Kenny?
I just wanted to see some good sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone just wanted to see some good sunshine.
Good race, good
People,
clean races.
Rooting for Chillin in the chat.
Chillin, definitely the fan favorite. Then you, Milk. People really liked you.
Yeah.
Reppin' Florida.
Flo Rida. My not favorite rapper. I don't have a favorite rapper. I won't lie to you.
So, Milk, who is your favorite rapper?
All right, please. I regret saying that now.
How much practice did you do before this run? 10 hours, 20 hours? 30
0,
hours.
0, 0. I actually played really well. I thought I was gonna get like a 130. I thought Monado like had me, but he also did not practice. But then I also didn't play like actually terribly, so it was pretty okay. Chillin did really well. He was like on PB pace, right?
Yeah, for a long time. I think.
Yeah, that toroponn chilling race was really close actually, just coming out of Rico.
What happened to Chillin? I didn't get to see.
I'm not sure, I think he just started falling off a little bit.
I saw it happen at like Eel, so I assumed he got eaten or something.
I think he did
Is that
get eaten
Chillin?
on Eel.
Yeah.
I think he was a little bit slower in the Serena levels as well. I think he had issues with the Serena too. I can't remember.
I'll have to ask him if he wants to do a post-game interview.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, at him. How much time is actually allotted for this though? Like, how much time do you have to interview people?
I have no
I'm
idea.
not sure.
Alright, well.
Thanks, Milk, for racing. Everyone in the
thank you.
chat's your fan.
Thank you.
Do you have anything to say to your opponent, Monado?
It was a valiant effort, young man. God bless you, and God bless America.
That's all we got from Milk. We'll see. I'm not sure if Chillin's gonna opt out of the post-game interview. So
Yeah,
that's it for tonight, everyone. Thanks for watching.
farewell.